I want to congratulate George W. Bush and George H.W. Bush, their surrogates, their staff tonight. I want to congratulate all of them because you got exactly the Secretary of State you wanted. A man who was pushed by Condi Rice and Bob Gates as we continue to drain the swamp. This is among the most disastrous picks. Tillerson, I would say Tillerson, the guy at Treasury, and the guy at Commerce. But Commerce is not a big player. So Tillerson and the guy at Treasury, two of the worst picks. By far. By far. Now, if you're watching Fox today, or if you're reading the usual sources, you're being told this is an absolutely ingenious choice. It's brilliant. It's outside the box. He's shaking up everything. He's shaking up the ruling class. Are they kidding? This is the ruling class. James Baker and Bob Gates and Condi Rice think this is great. Bob Gates and Condi Rice have a consulting firm, a.k.a. a special interest lobbying firm, from which they make a small fortune. One of their clients is the chairman and CEO of ExxonMobil, Tillerson. Now, as the media continue to report what great applause this man is receiving, especially from Rice and Gates and so forth, why don't they report that connection? So you got this guy Tillerson who's extremely tight with Rice, with Gates, with Baker, and extremely tight with Putin. What could go wrong? We're cleaning the swamp. Where is this damn swamp that they're cleaning? It's certainly not Washington. It's certainly not Washington. Now let's go through this slowly but surely, so you'll be more informed than even the backbenchers who are in this business. Condoleezza Rice, CNN, James Baker, and Robert Gates all played a crucial role in convincing President-elect Donald Trump to pick ExxonMobil CEO Rex Tillerson as his nominee for Secretary of State, and they have business dealings with Tillerson's company. Dick Cheney, James Baker, backed Tillerson's selection. Gates acknowledged Exxon as a client of their consulting firm, Rice, Hadley, Gates, but saluted Tillerson's experience around the world. Baker, Gates, and Rice recommended Tillerson to Trump for the position. It's amazing. All three of them condemned his candidacy. That is Trump's. Tillerson was already an out-of-the-box choice to be the nation's top diplomat, having come from the private sector and to be nominated to a position which traditionally has gone to establishment government officials or politicians. Well, he is an establishment guy. And Rice and Gates, two top cabinet officials in the George W. Bush administration, released statements on Tuesday celebrating the selection of Tillerson. Now, neither Gates nor Rice specifically addressed his ties to Russia. And let me just tell you something. Let me tell the giddy guys over at Heritage and so forth. Ronald Reagan would never have picked a Secretary of State with these kinds of ties to Russia. Period. Not these kind of ties. Let me go back. Bob Gates, I strongly endorse the President-elect's selection of Rex Tillerson to be the next Secretary of State. He would bring to the position vast knowledge, experience, and success in dealing with dozens of governments and leaders in every corner of the world. He's a person of great integrity whose only goal in office would be to protect and advance the interests of the United States. So what mindset does he bring? That is, what is his foreign policy philosophy? Other than kissing Putin's butt.